We are indeed with Leinier Dominguez, one of the rating favorites going into this event. Leinier, first of all, welcome to the show. I want to start with your first round game, a big clash between yourself and Fabiano Caruana. You were playing black pieces, and it felt like you actually had a tremendous opportunity to win that game. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, I felt that I had a big advantage somehow after the I didn't remember very well the opening, but I think I made some at least sensible moves, and I all of a sudden got a much better position. I knew it, of course. I was trying to convert, but somehow I think he was defending well, and I missed a couple of chances. Of course, a big miss there, but it's normal.
How do you usually see those type of games? You missed, but you also played a great game with the black pieces, equalized. Not only that, but you got a better position out of the opening. Does that give you a boost of confidence, or do you feel bad that you missed a chance?
I mean, in terms of the result, it's fine because it's with black against one of the favorites. But of course, when you look at the game, it also it's a bit disappointing not to win that position. But it's something you have to get used to. Like especially Fabi defends very well. It's quite tough. It's difficult to beat him. So I think yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
Absolutely, and you came with a very interesting idea against Ray Robson. But let's talk about today's game. Did you feel any pressure coming from Darius out of the opening?
Not too much. I mean, I had prepared this idea with rook e8, which is very interesting in this line, with the idea to drop the bishop back to f8 in case of a3, because I think normally they play knight c6 instead of rook e8, and then a3, knight c6, bishop d6, and something like rook e1. And it's a complicated position, but rook e8, the point is to be able to play bishop f8 in case of a3, and then in the future, black can play g6, bishop g7 in some positions, playing against the isolated pawn. So, but he went for the most solid option, which is to take on d5, and then after ed, position is very symmetrical, and it's very hard to really hope for more than a draw. I think there were some interesting lines, like after this queen h4 move. Yeah, g3. I mean, rook e1 is also possible, but then I take on f4. And yeah, queen f4, queen takes, and then bishop d7. It's very drawish because there is, yeah, pawn on d4 is hanging, and if bishop e3, there is knight b4. And black is doing well. Yeah, bishop e1, rook c8, and black is
at some point you're going to exchange this knight for the bishop.
Right. Black is too active here.
Yeah.
So g3, queen g4. Here, I think, yeah, queen d5 was maybe an option, but then I thought takes on f4, bishop takes, bishop e6. And it could be risky for white because the g3 made the light squares on the king side too weak, and black can have some chances there.
Rook d8, bishop d5, maybe
right.
At some point you have some problems on the long diagonal.
Yeah, white has two bishops, but black is too active, and my pieces are really well placed here.
Maybe you even have to be careful, as the engine is pointing out.
Yeah, I think queen e4, f5, and then somehow I'll take on d4 or put the bishop on d5, and looks excellent for black. Absolutely. So I was hoping for something like this, but after queen takes g4 and knight takes d5, yeah, it's very. Yeah, I wasn't sure about bishop e5, but I thought that
that's a beautiful move.
Yeah,
probably the very correct one.
Initially I thought that maybe he can try bishop takes h7, but it looks too risky for white. Yeah, takes knight d5, bishop takes h7, but with such squares on the king side, yeah, rook d2, of course.
Bishop h3, knight f3.
Yeah, this
gets scary.
Of course. I mean, after b3, there's no like a win or something. At least I didn't see, but the position is so great that I probably don't need to win right away to have a great time here with black. So. And
your assessment was correct, because actually the engine is saying that after g5 or f6
yeah,
and then g5.
I thought rook e6, but yeah, it's basically the same. Like my position is really it's really excellent here.
Favorable.
I'm running no risk at all. So yeah, bishop e2 essentially kills the game, because now it's just by force a drawish endgame. So yeah.
Leinier, you have built up quite an experience at the US Chess Championships, but now this time is different. There's 13 rounds. When is the last time you played such a long event?
Yeah, I don't remember, but it's a long time ago. It reminds me of the old days. I remember I played some tournaments back in Cuba where we had like, it was more than 15 rounds for sure, like something like 17 or something like that. So, but it was a long time ago. Usually we don't get more than 11 rounds nowadays. But yeah, it's quite a tough tournament, but it's a chance to prove yourself and try to do well. So that's what I'll try.
Are you enjoying this tense competition for such a long, prolonged periods of time? 3 weeks?
I don't enjoy too much the tension. I prefer when it's over and all the tension is over and you can just sleep without having to worry about Berlin or Petrov and such things. I tend to sleep much better in those cases, but of course I enjoy playing. I mean, otherwise I couldn't survive for so many years. So yeah, it's always nice to be able to play against these guys, and it's a challenge that I welcome.
Anastasia, you have a question?
Yeah, I was wondering how difficult it was for Leinier to play this day when his friend Levon Aronian and competitor Levon Aronian had birthday. And what did they do after the game?
She asked how difficult it was for you to play against Levon when
You had birthday
Levon
that
had
day.
the birthday.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I didn't remember it during the game, so it wasn't difficult. But I'm glad that the game was a draw, because somehow, of course, if I win, I spoil his birthday, and he's such a nice guy and a dear friend. And also, I almost gave him a nice present, but yeah, I think a draw was a really cool result for such an occasion.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Thank you, Leinier, and good luck in the rest of your games.
Thank you.
Good luck indeed, Leinier.